Oh my god! I got Discord notifications. Oh, we gotta push the button. Oh, we pushed the button fast enough? Good question. Did I push the button fast enough? I think the next song started. What up, nerds? It's the 11th of March. It's 11th of Smarch. We got that hot, cold Smarch weather outside. You know what I'm talking about? It's Monday, the 11th of Smarch. One day after daylight saving time. Oh, daylight saving time. My favorite time of year. Oh, my God. It's so great to be daylight saving time. Are we saving the power grid? Is that what we're doing? Or are we just going to be tripping for the next 3 or 4 days, wondering what time it is? We don't know what time it is. Our circadian, or how do you say that? Circadian rhythm. Cicada. Is it just cicada rhythm? Is that right? Oh no, that's a band. No, circadian rhythm, right? Circadian rhythm. Circadian, no? Circadian. Oh, there's an R in there. I knew I was missing something. Circadian rhythm. The fizzle. The fizzle. I don't know. I don't understand how I'm supposed to be able to read on a day like today. Am I supposed to be able to read? Am I supposed to be involved in being able to read? What is this? Why am I getting notifications? What is this? This muted? I have this muted. I'm still getting notifications for this. Oh, people atting me on the channel discussion over here. I don't need ats. That's not even my channel, guys. Guys, that's not even my YouTube channel. It's somebody else's YouTube channel. Speaking of my YouTube channel and speaking of Discord, I'm opening the green room because it's Monday and our circadian. I knew I was missing a letter in that word. Circadian rhythm, the physical, mental, and behavioral. Oh my God. The changes an organism experiences over a 24-hour cycle. We get it, right? We get that? Do we get that? Do we get it? You know, not to expose any of my personal medical secrets, but I recently was talking to a doctor about my circadian rhythm, and he said, what does yours look like? Because he wanted to know. I was talking to him about it, and I said, I think few people have actually had the opportunity to actually test what their actual circadian rhythm is. And around the time I was around I don't know 20 years old, I was something like that. There was a couple of months between jobs. I'd been hired to run a small restaurant chain, and there wasn't anything going to happen in that 2-month period, but other than just what do you call them, like consultant meetings and stuff. So there just really wasn't that much to do. Anyhow, there wasn't much I was to do in that 2-month period, except for go to these like basic, in my opinion, very basic meetings. And we were going to those, and then we were doing some training and stuff like that. But there just really wasn't much else going on. So I actually had a time period where I actually tested to see what mine is like. If I just don't, like if I don't follow the clock, what is it like? And apparently my body likes to stay awake for 22 hours. Is what it likes. And then it likes to go to sleep. And then it likes to go to sleep for oftentimes only 6 hours. But it would be good if you could get the full 8, right? Now, I don't know if you guys are very familiar with the world that we live on and the world we live in right now. The structured world that we live in, where corporations have decided to maximize our output, right? That you gotta get up, and then you gotta go work for 12 hours, and then you get to see your kids for about an hour, and then you got to go to sleep because you got to get up and do it again the next day. So I don't know if you guys know, but being awake for 22 hours does not mesh well with that system, the system that we have. The system is down, by the way, if you're wondering. The system is down. How's video? How's audio today? I don't know. No one has mentioned in the chat. It must be good. Our likes are low. We need likes for the YouTube gas tank. We need to YouTube requires people to put likes into its tank. Okay, I don't know why. I don't know what YouTube even gets from the likes being in the tank. I really don't know. I don't know what it is that YouTube gets out of it, but it really likes it. It really likes it when you hit the like button, apparently. I don't know. It lives off of input. We also had a thing. I added some stuff to the stream today. So if people super chat, it should do a thing. It should do a thing if people super chat. We'll see. See if it works. There was a subscriber thing that was working on the intro there, which I thought was seemed to be working. But I have to go back to that scene to copy that, and then make it and then bring it over to this scene. And I didn't do that. So we'd have to go back to the intro screen, which is going to play loud music, and then come back over here and see if it works. Or we just wait for it for next week. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what shakes out. See if it works. I don't know, man. It's Monday. Nobody got enough sleep. Everyone's circadian rhythm is all jacked, and we're supposed to be getting ready for St. Patrick's Day, right? We're supposed to be getting ready for St. Patrick's Day. How are we supposed to get ready for St. Patrick's Day if our circadian rhythm is all out of whack? You know what I mean? Like, what are we supposed to do? Well, oh my God, somebody super chatted. Super chat test did not work. No alert popped up. Man, it didn't work. All right. Well, now there's no incentive for anybody to super chat. It's supposed to work. I don't know. It didn't work. I don't know. We tested it. I even tested it, and it was supposed to work. I don't know. Maybe it takes a while for it to figure the fuck out. I don't know.
Did it work
well, apparently the Fish Fam link, it says thank you. Oh my God, Witchy Cat's here. Are you chatting? I hear you being quiet. Or my speakers are quiet. Oh my God, what's going on?
I don't know. One of us is quiet. You hear me now?
I can hear you a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
You sound like you're up on a mountain. Are you up on a mountain?
Oh,
jeez.
I am.
Now you're loud. Okay, there you go.
Oh, sorry. I turned my...
You were like far away. What do you do? Are you changing audio settings? What's going on? What's happening?
No, I'm on a different device today.
Oh my God. Are you on like what? Push to talk or something?
No, I'm on my tablet. I'm trying out different things to go along with new mic.
A freaking tablet, bro. A freaking tablet? Okay. All right. Well, we'll try the tablet, but your audio's not amazing. I will say that. It's tolerable. It's tolerable. So we're good, but it's not amazing, just so you know. If you want to write a review, if you want to like pop onto Amazon and be like, "Hey, Witchy Cat here. The audio from this tablet sucks balls." And you could just let them know. You let them know. Let Amazon know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cheap Chinese knockoff, so okay.
What's that?
I said it's a cheap Chinese knockoff, so okay.
Oh, okay. Well, It might not translate, so you might have to figure out some Mandarin or something, so you'll be able to type that in.
God forbid. I can partially insult them and come on to someone at the same time.
Right.
With Google use.
It'll be good. All right, Wave of the Future. We all learn Mandarin, so we can yell on Amazon about products. What the fuck? I just heard like a really weird noise. Sorry. Welcome to the show. It's a live show, guys. So sometimes somebody outside makes a loud noise, and I go, what the hell was that? It was like a loud whistling noise, so I didn't know if maybe I'd left a door open and somebody was whistling at me. They think I was cute. Which, you know, maybe I was like searching for a compliment there. But we got 2 super chats here today, and the thing didn't work. I don't know. I even tested it. Look at this. Hold on. Let's do the test, and we'll see if the test works. What's this? Let's test it. Oh, there. Look, it worked on the test. Okay, so we have confirmed the test works. And it even says there's a test message. Okay, well, maybe it'll just stay there forever. Who knows? We'll have a test down here. I don't know. I authorized the damn thing. And, well, it's welcome to the technology wave of the future. We got 1 billion super chats today, and none of them even showed up on the thing. So
the other one did. Was it all the subscribers that it was listing off? There were a lot of names I didn't recognize.
Well, you guys don't get alerted of my of who subscribes to my channel, and as a matter of fact, I don't get alerted for subscribers anymore. And the reason for that is some days you get 100 emails that say people have subscribed, and then you're like, what the fuck are all these goddamn emails? You know, and then you end up just deleting all these emails. You spend all this time deleting this notification that somebody subscribed to your channel. Luckily, but what's funny is I don't know if it's luckily or not. I don't know if it's luck. It might not be luck. It might be whatever. For a long time now, we've been hovering on the same number of current subscribers, and that's because the same amount of subscribers that come to the channel are the same that leave. So it's been working real well. Yeah, currently in the last 28 days, we're -2 subscribers. So we have acquired 2 foot 6, 7, approximately, yeah. Let's see, -3, 5. Yeah, I acquired, I think, about 70 subscribers and lost like 72. So yeah, I don't know. That would just be a bunch of emails that I'd have to like get rid of. You know what I mean?
I do.
Oh my god, I have like a catch in my throat. Anytime I have a slight little cough or anything right now, I get super paranoid because the girls are sick. I don't know if you guys know who the girls are. One of them's my spouse, and one of them is my daughter. Them's is the 2 girls. They both have a nasty cold. Chances are I probably already had that nasty cold, so I've been fine. Or I'm going to end up getting a whole nother one. Oh, I can hit the like button on Super Chats now. I can heart your Super Chat. Look at that. Wow. That's a new feature. Thanks, YouTube. But yeah, what the hell was I talking about? Yeah, the girls are sick. So anytime I'm like, am I going to die? Am I going to die? I got to check my lymph nodes. Am I dying? No, I'm okay. I'm normal. It just was regular. It's just regular being gross and in my 40s, you know? So, we're okay.
No doubt.
The cool team says, nice rocks. You guys look at the background more than I probably do. I can't even go like 5 minutes, and you guys are looking at the background and commenting on shit that's going on in the background. Yes, those are nice rocks, and as you can tell, I've been effing around with rocks. Because I do that. I do that from time to time. And I've been sorting through the mountain of aquascaping debris that I have to figure out what I want to keep and what is not necessary. And I can put it in the garage sale pile, which I don't know that I'll garage sale them at our actual garage sale here. I probably would figure out something else for them, like make a post in one of the local aquascaping groups or something like that, and figure out somebody who wants to meet up in a parking lot somewhere with a trunk full of rocks. My shoe is untied? How do you know my shoe's untied? Are you in here? Are you in here? If you are. Was that you making the whistly sound? I don't think my shoe's untied. I don't even have my shoes on. They're right down there right now, so I think we'll be okay. I don't know if you guys know this, but when we're streaming, I take my shoes off. Because whenever I'm doing this, I'm always doing that, it's because I'm sitting on my legs. I, like, sit on my legs when I'm at my desk for whatever reason. I don't know. It's more comfortable than sitting on my fat booty. My juicy booty. It's possible you have sawdust and 118-year-old house dust in your lungs. That is possible. This last weekend, kind of a busy weekend. We've been shooting videos with Alyssa Bentley on her new, helping her out on her new fish room in her old house. New fish room, old house. This old house, new fish room. We've been working on that. Yeah, so we spent all Saturday working on that. And we got I don't know, we got a bunch of stuff done. I was trying to think about like what we got done, and that's like 2 days ago now, so I put it out of my mind, right? That was Saturday, guys. That's like a long time ago. Saturday was like a long time ago, dudes. Daylight saving happened, and I can't remember anything. I can't remember anything before that, you know? And so that's the word. That's how it goes, you know? We got a bunch of electrical done. We got a bunch. Alyssa had already gotten a bunch of the insulation done. We got a bunch of the ceiling furring done. If you guys are familiar with what furring is, those of you on the East Coast will know. Studs aren't good enough. You got to put more wood than just studs before you put your walls on it. We got new lights in down in the basement there for the fish room. We got that all wired up, and the lights turn on and off. And we did disrupt Alyssa's spouse. We disrupted the internet service for a while because we had to turn that circuit off so we could make it live, and then we could go, look, there's lights. Imagine now we're out here and the lights are illuminating from the sky. And it was great. It was good times. Everybody had good times. A lot of dirt and dust and debris in that old-timey house. It'll get in your eyes. It gets in your lungs, too, I think. Every time we work on that basement, we seem to unroot every little bit of black dust that's been stored inside that building for 118 years, as I'm told. And you got big black boogers and stuff from working down in there. But we made some good headway. That project is moving along, and I've been filming it and doing a shit job at editing the content. To be clear, I do my best with the editing stuff, but boy howdy does that end up falling to the end of my list. It's at the bottom of my list of what I'm doing on all of the days, basically. And wanted to highlight, somebody had made this comment on today's video that went out, which I will also admit, I don't think I did a great job editing it. I don't even think I did a great job filming, talking about drywall. So to be clear, I feel the pain of people like John, and my God, I've highlighted the wrong comment. This is the wrong comment. Add source. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. I highlighted the wrong comment. Sorry, guys. We get lots of comments around here on YouTube, and sometimes I highlight the wrong ones. And look, I highlighted it all super big. Look at all this. There's a lot dangling off the end here. Let's trim that off. Okay, there we go. Then we can make it super big so everyone can pull out their phone while driving their car, and they can look at their screen and read this comment. Everybody that's driving right now, you'll be able to read this comment really easily. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Now it's real easy to read. Okay, it's really easy to read it right now. Okay, try bob and weave serpentine pattern on the road. Okay, are you ready? Okay, there we go. Alexa, play music. Anyhow, it says I missed the plant videos from Herbine C 8042. Am I saying that right? I don't know. What is Herbine? He Rabine C. I don't know. I don't know how to say this. It says I missed the plant videos, and I said me too, me too, me too. This is my form of the Me Too movement. Okay. It's the Me Too movement. We're changing it. We're changing the game. Sorry. It's a bad joke, but it is what it is. Sometimes the bad jokes don't land. Anyhow, I miss the I miss making the plant videos too. And I honestly would love to just be able to constantly make aquascaping videos every day of the week, and get 7 of them out every single week for everybody to watch, and then we could trim the plants, we could move the plants, we could talk about plants. Boy, howdy, it's desperately what I'm trying to get to. That's what I'm trying to get to. I wish I could do that every day. As you guys know, I no longer am employed, which means all of my money is coming from self-employment and whatnot. I did have a period of time where I was able to collect unemployment. That period of time is far over. It's long over. So all of the money that comes in needs to come in from me doing stuff. And I know there is a large group of people out there that will get extraordinarily pissed off when I say I do make some money off of my YouTube channel. I do. You guys know that. I know that. We all know that. Can I pay my mortgage off how much money comes in off of the YouTube channel? Absolutely not. It is not even close. It's not even half of how much I have to pay. That is my half of the mortgage that I have to pay. Right? And I really would like making content, and it's always like, hey, I got to make the pitch to join up on Patreon and support the channel if you can, or become a member if you can, or super chat if you can, or whatever, right? Like, I get it. I'm like tired of ever having to bring it up. But if you're somebody like Herbine that's like, I want you to make these, like, I missed the plant videos. Where's the plant videos? You got to put some kind of support where your opinion is, right? Like, is it worth it to have a subscription to Netflix, a subscription to Amazon, a subscription to Paramount Plus, a subscription to Disney Plus, a subscription to AMC Plus, a subscription to HBO Max, a subscription to YouTube, a subscription to, right? Like, you can just keep going down the list of like how many fucking services out there are now just flagrantly charging everybody and playing commercials now, by the way, which is out of this fucking world. The old trade-off used to be that there was commercials play and the commercial people paid those people for making their content, right? But now it's a double dip from Paramount Plus or NBC or Amazon or Disney. I mean, we looked it up last week. Disney has been raking in the cash. They bring in this big giant pile of cash, then they jump in it like Scrooge McDuck, because I think they own the rights to Scrooge McDuck. They jump in it and they swim around in it, and then they do stock buybacks on their own company, right? So to people like Herb Bean, it's like, I would frankly fucking all I would want to do is make plant videos of, you know, look at this styrogine. Look how weird this plant is. We found this plant. We're growing it. This is how you could grow it too. I would love to just be doing that all of the time. But I can't, because most of my day is occupied with running around figuring out how to make money so I don't end up being homeless. Right? And frankly, I know that somebody a while ago said, like, well, you got to get your priorities straight. And it's like, my priority number one is Olivia, my daughter, who's 5, who can't like fend for herself. She's 5, right? So that's my priority. Like, my priority will always be there until she's like self-sufficient. I don't know, 25 or something. I don't know how old she'll be when that happens. Look at this. Look at this stupid thing. It says the widget will automatically connect when you start streaming to YouTube. Right-click to manually select a live event or edit widget settings. So it says that it will automatically connect. I am streaming.
Yes, you are.
What the fuck, dude? Automatic? Okay, so this thing just doesn't work. I guess that's the point. Is that like this thing? Okay, fuck this thing. Refresh it, maybe. I'll refresh it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh no, it just pops that back up, which is great, and it's great that it outputs that onto the stream. Like, fucking fantastic, you know. And as a perfect example, it's like I try to make a stupid widget work, but I can't make it work because the stupid app that I fucking pay money for every year to use this app, the shit doesn't even work. And then it adds, look at that, it's an added feature of like, oh, we'll just make that go out to the fucking masses. All right, well, whatever. I'm pissed off.
What
Anyhow.
app is that?
What's that?
Said, what app is that we should avoid?
It's called XSplit, and
Okay.
It's the one of the two. You either do OBS or you do XSplit. It's basically the two. And I don't know why. I don't know why half the shit on this fucking app doesn't work. I mean, I guess I know why. They probably just take the money, and instead of doing development, they probably just go buy a boat and then go drive around a boat out in the ocean somewhere. That's probably what they do. Scott Shrimp and stuff says, yes, the plant videos, random stream times, smoking on stream, they were simpler times for all of us. I don't know. Was I ever smoking on stream? I bet there probably was a time that I was smoking on stream. I haven't smoked in at least 5 years because this is how old Olivia is. I can keep track because I know how old my daughter is. That's how I do it. I stopped smoking when she was born. Mainly because I didn't want her to learn the habit. I think that was the main reason. I guess personal health reasons, yes. But I think the main reason was I didn't want her to end up smoking cigarettes. You know, it's just bad. It's not good. The cool team says, welcome. Who are you saying welcome to? Oh, Joel G? Oh, Joel G is one of our mods. He's returned. He's got a wrench. Oh, yeah, he's got a wrench. Did I say hi to everybody? Oh, fuck. I forgot to say hi to Frank. I'm bad.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, Frank. I'm a bad guy. He was first to chat, and I forgot to say hi. You know? That's how life goes. Sometimes I get irate about stupid things, and then I start talking about shit and get totally sidetracked, lose my mind, and start talking about fart wizards and shit. Mark, you're right. I could talk about fart wizards. It'll happen, I'm sure. at some point. Speaking of fart wizarding, my God, I had a fart earlier today that I blew my mind. I almost died. I almost killed myself.
Only your
What's that?
need better ventilation in the fish room.
What's that?
Need better ventilation in the fish room.
No, the thing is, like, I'm not very far from my own butt. Right? It's not so much the ventilation situation, is that the proximity that I am to the source material, right? And I almost died. I'm pretty sure. I mean, if somebody had like the shock paddles thing, they probably would have used them on me, you know?
And then set yourself on fire because of the methane in the air.
It's likely. You know, if the conductivity wasn't working, maybe it was too humid or maybe not humid enough. You know, that's one of those things that people forget about is like when it's not humid, when there's zero humidity, static charge gets all over the place. So you need to have at least a little bit, you know. Oh my God, the cool team's here.
Hello.
Oh, the cool team has arrived. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
What's
Making
happening
tater
on
tots.
Monday? What's that?
Making some tater tots.
Tots. Oh my God, those tots are fresh.
Yeah, they're about to be.
Yeah, hot tots. Actually, I used to have a buddy of mine. His name was Ramshackle, and we used to get into lots of trouble. We were very good at getting into trouble. That's what we used to do. And there was a point in time. There was a point in time where myself and Ramshackle got very excited about some tater tots, and the tots are hot and fresh. Became I don't know, sort of like a Mr. Tick. You guys ever watch The Tick? Have you ever seen The Tick?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, you know how he screams "spoon" as his battle charge, his battle cry.
Yes.
That's his battle cry. Our battle cry became the tots are hot and fresh.
Ooh.
And we got actually escorted out of a few businesses for screaming that too loud and disrupting the other patrons.
Rambunctious.
Rambunctious young lads, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
That is an issue.
What's happening in the cool team world? Just tots?
Yeah, pretty much. I went on a walk,
Ooh.
and that's about it.
You went on a walk today? How many steps did you get?
Not many. I was only on a walk for about an hour.
Ah.
I found a book. I found a book on a bench with a sticker that said "Book Fairies," and it told me to read it and put it back when I'm done reading it. So I took it.
What is the book?
I don't know. It's in the other room.
Oh. I figured we
But
could get.
That's how I
we
always
could.
do that.
If we could get the book title from you, then we could share an Amazon link and try to get for people to buy shit off of Amazon, because we have an Amazon affiliate
The
link.
affiliate link, yes.
Oh my God, we have the affiliate link. I don't know if you guys noticed. I did post up on the community tab of the YouTube channel. You may or may not have seen it. One thing I would, if you don't know what I'm referencing, I posted. People have asked me what super glue I use,
Oh.
and I was like, "Well, here's the super glue I use." And I also put in a brief explanation on there that said, you guys need to understand that, like, air quote super glue is just a brand name, and most super glue, if you want to call it that, is just Ca glue, which is short for, what is it, cyanoacrylate, which is just a chemical. And there's just a big factory that makes a shitload of that. And then all these other companies come in and they buy it and then they put it in their own little container. Right? So if you see like branded super glue and you go around, you turn around and you look at the label and you go, oh, Ca glue. Oh, cyanoacrylate. Okay, it's just a chemical that glues things together and it dries fairly quickly. So don't get ripped off by shitty companies just rebranding Ca glue as some kind of magical glue that they've invented. It's not an invention. All they did was make a package for you to buy. That's it. That's all they've done. So if you're going to go buy some glue, you could run over to my community tab, and you can click through that Amazon link, or I could just go find it for you if I could figure out how to get to my own community tab. Here it is. I found the community tab. Oh my God, it's so hot. It's so fresh. It's the community tab. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? And I'll copy the link in case anybody wants to follow through and go over to Amazon and buy a bunch of weird nonsense that you guys buy on there, which, by the way, I love it when you guys buy the most nonsensical items through my affiliate link, because I find it to be mildly exciting when people do wild stuff on there. I'm like, ooh wee, what up with that? I don't know if you remember that song.
Not
Ooh wee, what up with that? What up with that? Yeah, it's a good song.
That's
But yeah, so people wonder what I use to aquascape with. That's the type of CA glue I buy, mainly because I seem to get the most volume, and it actually comes with activators, so you can make it actually glue quite rapidly with the activator, as opposed to just using CA glue out of a bottle that has some bullshit branding on it, and it says like, I don't know, what's a random name? We need a random name. Random name generator. Here we go. Random name generator. Here we go.
Darren.
Dorcas.
Let's generate a name. Here we go. Marcus Liljana. Okay, so we got Marcus Liljana's super glue. It's so sexy. It's aquascapey. It's Marcus Liljana's super glue. Don't fall for stupid branding, guys. Don't fall for stupid branding. They just rebrand products. So don't do that. Just buy the value. Buy the value, and buy activator so that you can actually work rapidly and quickly with the super glue. So you don't have to sit there and hold it for 10 minutes while it finally sticks together. You know what I mean?
These things work.
Have either of you seen the new Willy Wonka?
Yeah, I saw it in theaters.
You saw it in theater? Was it good?
Yeah, it's all right.
You said
It's not
yeah.
It's not revolutionary.
You said yeah with a question mark on it.
Yeah, like, I would say it wasn't bad.
Okay. So, like, if you go watch it for free on streaming, it's worthwhile?
I wouldn't watch it again.
No, I mean,
It's
like,
it's bad.
if somebody that hasn't seen it and it was, like, just free on streaming, would it be worth watching?
Like, I wouldn't say, like, okay, I saw Argyle in theaters.
Oh, my God. I heard that's the worst movie ever.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of what intrigued me to watch it. There hasn't been a movie in a long time. Actually, I don't even think there's been a movie that I watched in theaters that I was excited for it to end. And I felt that in the theater. But I didn't feel that during Willy Wonka, so yeah.
Yeah. You felt okay. You felt okay at Willy Wonka. You were like, all right.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
You're like,
Cool team, I really like the movies now. I like your indecisive reviewing style.
it's pretty good. It's like, I saw it.
There's just so much content out there right now, and it's like, it's hard to recommend things to people because it's just like, what are you gonna watch?
There is lots of content.
True. That's funny. have
Kelly
not
Roach.
seen a
Kelly
movie.
Roach was asking Alyssa how much of your home's square footage is taken up by your fish room. It's basically the whole basement. So whatever the basement's square footage is, that's the whole basement. I would say that's the easy way to explain. And then she has a pond out in the yard. So, and I would say that her basement is probably 2/3 of the square footage of her ground floor, but they also have like a second story up above. It's an old big house, you know. It's not huge. It's not a mansion or anything crazy like that, but it's just an old house with 3 levels, has a full basement, and then a main floor, and then a area up above. So I don't know what that is. 20%? It's probably like 20% of their square footage or something. I don't know. I don't know how to math that in my head. We need we need we need CCTV footage of Disney swimming in money. Yeah, I bet you $5 they already have that. They already have that footage, right? One of those guys from Disney's probably like swimming around in the cash like Scrooge McDuck. Kelly Roach earlier was asking, what's the story behind your channel name? I'm curious. So I've been over this a few times in the past. It's come up because I have a weird YouTube name, and people are like, that's weird. What's up with that? And then they sing the song, ooh wee. What up with that? What up with that? Right? That's what they do. They sing the song. So, first part. Corvus literally means raven in Latin, right? It's Latin. Literally, raven. Right here. Literally, raven. Yeah, raven. Yes. Family lineage has to do with people in Denmark. Blah, blah, blah. Ravens on the insignia. I was 14. The internet was brand new, and if you put your name on the internet back then, you had a really good chance of how do you explain this? Therapists, right? I'll take therapists for 600, Alex, right? Would come to your house and potentially abduct you and kill your whole family, which is still accurate these days, but even less so than it used to be. It used to be very, very, very common. Everyone that was on the internet would get murdered. Okay? That's just how it went. So anyhow, you would obscure your identity by picking a name, and you would put it on there. And the reason I say this is because when I started fooling around on the internet, you used to have to call up on your phone, right? You literally had to dial on your phone.
Yep.
Through a series of tubes over to get to what was called a bulletin board service. Now, if somebody... What's that?
Eskimo North and WolfNet.
Right.
Moving on.
Yeah. So back then, you would have to call up a bulletin board service with your modem. You would be almost physically attached to the internet, basically, because anyone that was operating that bulletin board knew where the phone calls were coming in from. Back then, they would just have a list of all of the phone numbers that would call in via their modem. And if somebody back then had your phone number, they had your address because they had this thing called the phone book.
The yellow pages.
They had the yellow pages. And if you could just look up somebody's phone number via their name, you had their address and you could drive over to their house and do inappropriate things to their body that they had not given you permission to do. Yes. Does that make sense? Okay.
Naughty.
We're already demonetized, so I might as well just say you'd probably get molested. Okay? We'll put it that way. Anyhow. So my fake name was Corvus, and I went by Corvus for a long time because I had family lineage that had a crest that had a raven in it, blah, blah. Very goofy. But you got to think back then, the internet basically didn't exist. So we're talking about a 13-year-old's imagination and things I could look up physically at the library. at the library, right?
Yeah.
And stuff I had learned from class, right? Which what are you gonna do? I was just trying to learn things from class. And so I went by Corvus, and then one of the services I was on, you had to have 2 names in order to get that to work. So we go over here, and of course, this when I switch over to the other page, it doesn't line up. It's not in the same spot. So we have to highlight again. We got to go over here, and we got to push this, and so we got to go to the etymology of the Latin derivative of the Ocenes, right? Which is a bird giving omens by its cry, right? So it's basically a raven shrieking, right? So I would scream at people on the internet via my whatever character I was playing, and then we'd go shriek and stab a dragon to death on the internet because it wasn't a real dragon; it was a imaginary fake dragon. It was a fake dragon in a video game, basically. So then, because of that, I think in 1995, one of my characters on some nerd shit was on the world top whatever list. There was a list of, look at these characters from essentially like a D&D type thing, and I was on I was up on there. And I was like, oh, mad respect. I'm on the top, whatever, 500 or whatever. So I'd run around and stab dragons and things in a text-based video game. And, so I was on that list. So then I just was like, well, I got to name everything this, because then people, my world renowned shall continue from my bulletin board-based Dungeons and Dragons success, right? And then I named everything that. And then it just was the thing I had to do, because then it's just then it sticks, and people are like, well, that's that guy now. Oh my God.
And that's why I'm with that in
the cool team. The cool team has activated. He's activated his camera. You got a nice setup. Oh, you got full on activate. Great minds overthink alike.
It's backwards, but yeah.
I like that.
all the plants.
Yeah, you have green stuff growing in the background. I've got some green stuff growing in the background, but I haven't framed it in the camera view yet because I got to relocate some cameras. Too many cameras in here. As a matter of fact, somebody, a friend of Olivia's parent was here, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and they were like, "What's the deal with all these cameras? You got like OnlyFans or something?" And luckily, it was the female parent, because I was like, "Oh, are you hoping that I have an OnlyFans?" And then she blushed. Ha!
Whoa.
Got her.
Oh.
Got her. I was like, "Oh, you want to see the root or something? You got to pay up, sucker. If you pay for the OnlyFans, then you could check it out if that's what you're interested to." But then it turns out I don't have an OnlyFans, so we'll never know. We'll never know if they were interested in checking out the root, as it were.
Okay.
Well, you got a streaming setup over there. What's going on? Are we starting a streaming career? Is that what's going on? We're going big?
Career? No. I mean, I think you know better than I do. It's a little difficult to do that.
It's a pain in the balls, man. That's why we got to make sketch comedy. Sketch comedy is so much better.
Mm-hmm. Even that, the YouTube algorithm doesn't really favor.
It doesn't favor what?
What is your
Sketch comedy.
It doesn't favor sketch comedy? Oh. What does it favor? Here's the funny thing.
Product placements.
Yeah. Making sales. Hey guys, are you interested in a bag of rocks?
If you look here,
buy this bag of rocks. I've got a fresh bag of rocks. You should buy it from me. It'll be fucking delicious.
mints will make your breath fresh.
These rocks are fresh.
what is your channel, Full Team?
Sorry?
What is your channel topic?
Oh, I just have like a Twitch playing video games.
Okay.
Hard gaming. He's a hard gamer. He's do
Gotcha.
20-hour Call of Duty sesh
Whole month long stream sesh, no stop.
nonstop. That's what you call what do they call that? There's a name for it.
The cathode.
Marathons?
The subscribe-a-thon, whatever the hell it's called.
yeah,
Subathon. Yeah.
There's a catheter part of your desk setup.
Oh god.
I think there's a way to add your... How do I do that? What the fuck was that? Oh, that's two weird noises today. That's two weird
Got some
noises today.
ghosts.
A big truck drove by. A big truck drove by, and apparently there's something. I think I figured out what the noise is. There's something sitting over there on the other side of the shop that when a big truck goes by, it like rattles. So something is sitting in a weird spot that is like, you know. So I figured out what the weird sound was. Good thing it's not a murderer.
Not this time. Maybe next time.
How do I add? There's a way to do it. Oh, here it is. I wonder if this will work. Let me see how this works.
Doing it live.
Doing it live. That does work. I'm just going to cut it like this. Yeah, there we go. Now I got you small. I got you small floating around over here. There we go.
I am floating.
I'm floating. How do you do that, dude? How do you float, bro? It's crazy. Actually, if there was something that I would say somebody should go buy, and I recently found somebody who's making these. I can see it in the background, and since I know you guys are looking in the background, I'm going to tell you what it is.
Thank you.
So somebody who I don't know who it is. It's called Aqua Rocks Colorado. I don't know. It's apparently a store in Colorado, which I'm gonna try and see if I can. I'm gonna try and see if I can use credit card airline miles to get a ticket to fly down there and go visit the store. But he's literally making something that I've been lobbying for. Well, you guys know I used to be involved with somebody who owns an aquarium supply company. I was lobbying to get this built, and they never did because they didn't think that this was valuable. Well, this guy's making them. This is version 3. He's done 2 other versions before this. I saw this, and I was like, I don't give a shit. I'm buying one just because I want to support like the validity
That's cool.
of a CO2 reactor that is, you guys, it's just plug and play. You guys can order this from Aqua Rocks, Colorado. Not sponsored. I bought this with my own dinero. I bought it with my own money, and I can say, here's my 2-cent review. I'll do an edited review someday. Buy it because I put it together. I tested it. It was super easy, and it's ready to go right out the box. And he even included every size vinyl hose adapter, which personally I think this is the one flaw in this unit, is that it's going to take vinyl hoses to hook it up, because these pieces are sized to metric, overseas, not American size plumbing stuff. So I'm actually going to modify this one, and that's when you guys will see that in the video when I modify this one to fit into my systems. But for you regular schmucks out there that don't worry about making everything bulletproof plumbed, this thing's ready to go. You can just hook this up to your canister filter, hook your CO2 up right here, and fucking turn it on. So super easy compared to building your own. Because when it comes to building your own, like this shit over here, let me see if I can find one of mine. Here's one.
Always good to yell from off camera.
So when it comes to building something like this, like building your own. Well, hold on. I guess if I just hold it with my other hand, it will be in frame. Duh, cameras. When you're building your own like this can just be a big giant pain in the ass, and it probably would cost $100 too. So, You could just order one now, which is amazing because it's amazing that guy's making them. I was lobbying to get those made for a long time, and I was told I'm basically a stupid idiot that there's no market for it. But I don't know. Go buy them from some guy I've never met. But he's gonna have they're gonna have a speaking event, and I want to try to go to the speaking event.
Do they come in smaller sizes? Or is it just a one-size-fits-all solution?
Yeah, they come big and small. They had big
cool.
ones and small ones. I'll have to go. I was gonna try and find the speaking event. They have large ones, small ones, and I think they even have a medium one. To be honest, I think there was 3 sizes, but I don't want to be wrong and to give you guys bad information. But Aqua Rocks, Colorado, their website works. I just went to it right now, and it works fine. But they had a speaking event, and I was trying to figure out where I saw that. But I was going to try and go to that. Maybe it was on their Facebook page.
Trying to go and talk shop with them.
Well, I think it would be nice to just go tour their shop. And if there's a good... Stephen Chong is going to be there doing an aquascaping workshop on April 27th. I was thinking, like, man, if I could find a ticket that is essentially... there might not be any seats left. So one day ago, there's 3 seats left. So I don't know. I might not be able to make that because there might not be no seats. But an aquascape workshop with Stephen Chong would be really cool to go to. So that's what I was thinking. But I don't know. The seats might be all the seats may be taken. Although because I'm YouTube famous, maybe they'll grant me an exception to hang out in the back like a creep. But my thoughts were to go. Use some airline miles and fly down, go to that thing, hang out for a little bit, then go stay at the airport and get on an airplane when the next airplane leaves to head
Make
back.
some content.
For content. Yeah, for content, right? Like, hey, man, it's all about content. You guys are excited for content, and you guys really want me to make more plant content. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. I'm trying to figure out like what video I can make. I've been editing this big video from the Disneyland trip, and I realized like there's 0 people on YouTube that want to watch it as far as my channel is concerned.
Okay, I would say there's definitely people on YouTube who are gonna want to watch some Disneyland content.
Yeah, my breakdown of waiting in line like a fucking maniac for so goddamn long. I think realistically I could make that video and that video come out. You're right. There probably are a bunch of people that would be down to watch it. And that we just bring in more fans that are not fish tank people, but maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I should focus on that. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say like what I should or shouldn't do. Because people are always like, oh, just make another YouTube channel and then put it on the other YouTube channel. And it's like, how many fucking channels do I have to have? Right?
Yeah.
You know, it's like make 100 different YouTube channels and then figure out which one works. You know, you just do the Mr. Beast thing where you make all these videos, you just carpet bomb them out there, and then you break down the analytics, and then you figure out what's going on. And you know, the fucked up thing is that like people will go like, oh yeah, Mr. Beast, he figured out YouTube, right? Mr. Beast got lucky. He got a sponsor, right? He made those early videos. He had companies that came to him and gave him cash to make new videos. The first sponsor was like going to give him $5,000 to make a video, a sponsored video. He said, no, I need $10,000 because I'm going to make a video of me giving away the $10,000. And they didn't believe him, but eventually he convinced them. They gave him $10,000. He cashed the check and made a video of him giving away $10,000, right? And so it's one of those things where you go, well, yeah, he figured out YouTube. It's like, he didn't fucking figure out YouTube. He got sponsored, right? Like, he got a sponsorship. and then gave away the sponsorship, and that made the video. So I don't know, if somebody wants to give me 10 grand, I guess I'll go do I'm giving it away to a homeless guy video. And it's like, I've figured out YouTube. Look, I got views on my video, like, yeah. So, Mr. Beast does make great stuff, but nowadays he's 100% targeting his content 100% targets like fucking 8-year-olds. It's crazy. So it's like, but at the same time, I don't want to target 8-year-olds. I don't want to have anything to do with anybody's kids other than my own and the ones that she goes out to. Like, children's content is amazing. It's great. If you guys are familiar with that Blippy guy, he already figured out YouTube, right? And he's from the area. So the chances of like 2 people figuring out YouTube for like little kids content from the exact same place on the planet is very slim. But if you're also familiar with the fact that like Blippy's past got exposed and the fact that people found old videos of him, one of them where he apparently diarrheaed on one of his friends in their face. I don't know. I've seen an edited cut of the video, like a blurred cut of the video. I haven't seen the actual video, but I guarantee you there are old videos of me doing whack shit like that, like falling off buildings and riding shopping carts into a pool. Those exist. There is a video of me somewhere rolling a bowling ball off of somebody's roof into a microwave. The microwave exploded. Then somebody put dynamite in the microwave later and then filmed that part. So as if the bowling ball went into the microwave and then exploded. But it was an actual shot of me bowling off a bowling ball off a roof into the microwave, which effed up the microwave. But when they put the dynamite in the microwave and exploded it, the door flew off. And this was like a microwave from the 70s. So the door weighed like, it was like cast iron or something. I don't think like weighed like 20 pounds. The thing went flying across the yard over our head and flew through a window in my house.
Oh.
Yeah. So somebody could have assuredly gotten impaled by a 1970s microwave door. Anyhow, that video exists somewhere. I don't know. It's probably going to come out someday, but the point of bringing all that up would be if I was trying to entertain kids, and come on the internet and act like I was Hank Hill or something like that from King of the Hill, like, oh, hey, propane and propane accessories. I'm just a normal old guy. Well, hey, not exactly the normal old guy, but most adults would be like, yeah, sometimes young men bowl bowling balls off the roof and blow up microwaves. That happens, But if you were trying to hang around and be like doing Blues Clues or something like that, I don't think that's gonna work.
That's some classic YouTube stuff, though.
Yeah.
That's the kind of content people were putting out back then.
That definitely was the type of content I was putting out back then.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Growing up, age of jackass.
Yeah.
Definitely the age of jackass. That is for sure. 100%. Yeah. Uh-oh. Skog Shrimp and stuff says, are you sure it's not Frank in a cabinet over there? There is a likelihood that Frank could be in the cabinet over there, but the cabinets over here, they're too low for Frank. They're not close enough up to the attic, right? You guys remember, Frank lives in the attic. He doesn't live in the... We don't even have a basement here. I have a crawl space, but we don't have a basement here. So Frank's an attic dwelling type character, right? Like, he doesn't like to come up from below. He comes down from above, right? That's his modus operandi, if you will. If I had upward cabinets in here, I would think like, oh, maybe Frank was just doing something, but I only have these lowers. These are actually upper cabinets, but I installed them down low for reasons. The main reason was they were free, so that's the main reason. The second reason is to maintain walkway space back there. I don't know how do I do this with my hand? Like, I don't back there. I don't know how to do that. Your lighting looks good now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
it's all sweet, man.
He's over there getting smooth with the lighting.
I won't check that out. That's
What,
so that he can go to after he's
I got it.
done.
What's that?
So he can start streaming for OnlyFans after he's done.
Yeah.
Only Fins.
Only Twitter.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's right.
I'm still jealous of that guy that got the OnlyFins YouTube channel. I should have gotten the OnlyFins YouTube channel. That would have been
That would have been good.
brilliant. Because then I could have posted nude photos of fish. Look at this fish, nude.
Got no pants on.
This fish ain't got no pants, no panties, or nothing.
Duck is never.
What was I gonna ask? Oh, what game are you playing nowadays? What game?
Nothing relevant. I think what I have been playing is a game from my childhood called Spore.
Spore.
Yeah,
I've
it's
heard
a
of Spore.
early 2000s game. You start off playing as like a single cell organism, and you work your way out, and then you evolve to be on land, and then you work your way through tribal stage, and then civilization, and then you're in space.
Oh.
Okay.
I gotta
But
check
it's more
this out.
nostalgic for me.
Is it good?
See, I don't know. It's from 2008.
How do you not know if things are good or not? Like I
I
don't
like it.
understand. Yeah, okay.
I like it, but to recommend a game from 2008 and be like, "Oh, you should play it."
I mean, it's
don't
on
know.
Steam.
Yeah.
Is it $20 good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
okay.
I have heavy nostalgia
All right.
factoring into it, so I don't. It can be repetitive.
Mm. Is it good like online Risk?
See, I think you get more enjoyment out of online Risk
Ah,
out of just about anything.
just tactically destroying noobs.
And yelling.
Oh my God, Aubrey's here. Aubrey has finally arrived. Trade that spice. What spice am I supposed to trade?
The spice from Dune.
Oh, from
Spice.
Dune? The Dune spice? Oh, all right.
The
I still am like, I'm super high on Dune 2 Electric Boogaloo. I mean, it was so fucking good. It was unbelievable. I don't know. If I had more time, I probably would go see it in the theater again. Just for the sake of like a second viewing in the theater with the rumble seats, and the
Yeah, it
and
was
the
pretty good.
sound and the big surround sound and all that. I think I would go see it again. So I don't know. Maybe one of these days, if some kind of I don't know, the everything aligns perfectly and I can like go to a matinee on the weekend or something, maybe that'll work. But currently, I have no plans on going to see it again. But I certainly would. I would if I could.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'd probably just go watch it a whole bunch of times if I had time. Probably. Oh, so you sell spice in Spore? You trade spice?
Yes.
Oh, so they're like ripping off Frank Herbert?
Yeah, probably.
Sons of bitches. You do have to remember, No Idea is original. I know it sounds really goofy to say, but 8 billion people on the planet, just mathematically, like, we're not having original thought. It's just not happening. There's some guy in India right now who's thinking the exact same thing I am.
Isn't that cool?
It is cool.
He's probably really is.
He could be on YouTube. I don't know.
That could be okay.
He could be on YouTube right now. Although it would be dark out because it's Is it nighttime there? Or no, it's tomorrow there now, right? What are they, 22 hours ahead of us? So
It's
Oh, no.
exactly 12 hours.
oh no, so they're 12 hours.
3 in the morning. Good start.
Well, then what is Joel Gillett doing up? Joel G's up. Well, what time is it in New Zealand? Oh, oops.
5 p.m. tomorrow. I don't know.
11:14 a.m. Okay. That's more reasonable. I was gonna say, what the hell is
really
Joel
is.
G doing up if it's 3 in the morning? But I broadcast when people in India are not awake, and for reasons, mainly financial reasons, because you could have 1 billion people watching in India, and you don't make any money off YouTube. Did you know that?
No.
I had a video go viral in India. I don't know if viral's the right word, but it suddenly got like 130,000 views, and I was like, what the hell? And they were all in India, and I was like, oh, what does that pan out to? And it was like 33 cents. Like, what the fuck, bro? What's going on? And then you go, oh yeah, the people in India are very not wealthy.
Was it a short?
Right.
What's that? No, it was a regular video.
Hmm.
A regular over 8-minute video, 8-minute plus. Which, if you got like 100,000 views in like U.S., Canada, Mexico, UK, whatever. Let's see. So we got to do some quick maths here, folks. Let's go. Let's say if your CPM was 3. Right, 100,000. So yeah, so you would have made like at least $300 or whatever, right? Basically, yeah. Versus like 30 cents.
Slight difference. What was the topic that got 100,000
Oh, fish stuff.
interested Indians?
Fish stuff.
Really?
Fish stuff.
I mean, it seems a likely choice, but it's okay.
Let's see what my current CPM is. Let's see. I don't even look at this shit anymore.
Analytic fun.
Yeah. My current RPM is $3. Yeah. So for every 1,000 views, I get $3, basically.
You are gonna be rich someday.
Me? Not at this rate. I'm not rich at all, and I'm not going in that direction at all. So, yeah. I'm going the opposite direction. Money is vacating the building faster than it comes in, which makes you think, well, maybe I should, what do you guys think? Cocaine baron? Maybe I should become a overlord, a drug lord? Yeah, maybe. Huh? Then we could do lots of fish content. We could do lots of fish content, and then we could do, other things content too. Like finger removal content. Can you do finger removals on YouTube? Are you allowed to do that?
If it's educational, probably.
Oh, educational. Right. We just wear doctor's outfits. What's that?
You try to sew it. If you try to sew it back on afterwards.
Yeah, it's educational.
DIY. Right. DIY finger reanimation.
Yeah. No, I'm coming up on 10 years sober. I don't think I'm going to become a drug baron as a victory lap. I don't think that's the case. Seems like a bad idea. Lots of problems. Oh my God, Aqua Rocks Colorado showed up. Oh my God, somebody must have messaged them. Somebody messaged them. I was legit talking about their reactor. People are watching and people are DMing. So you gotta watch out what you say on the internet. People are gonna reach out and contact the people that you're talking about. Don't worry, Aqua Rocks. I had nothing but good to say. I want to try and come check out your store, and I want to try to come check out the speaking event, or is it a speaking event? I don't know. What do you call it?
The aquascaping demo.
Aquascaping demo. There you go. Those are better words than I have. But yeah, I bought one of your reactors because I was legit been lobbying for years to get this to be made because I don't have money to import things and shit like that and have manufacturers make things. But I think it's a wonderful product and 100% endorsed so far. The one issue that I have is that the plumbing is sized in metric versus American plumbing sizes. So, like, what I would do to this is make these unions on the top fit American, plumbing, essentially, because I'm going to have to make changes to that one so that I can plumb it in with unions just straight into my, into my system. But yeah, I was lobbying for a really long time and I got shut down. As a matter of fact, I was denigrated in a way that it was like, no one would ever buy that. That's ridiculous waste of time and money. And I put my money where my mouth is. I see that and I was like, oh, I'm going to buy that. So I did. Where in Colorado? Where is Colorado Rocks? Let's see. I think it's in Denver, right? No, Commerce City. Commerce City, which is somewhere. I don't know. Let's look. Let's look up the address. We're going straight to it. Google Maps style. Google Maps. I'm not as familiar with Colorado as I would probably like to be. Commerce City is... Oh, Commerce City is just a suburb of Denver. All right, cool. Pretty easy to get to. Why the hell did Bass Pro Shops suddenly show up on here? Oh, you're near Bass Pro Shops. That's why. This is my first time using Google Maps, guys, so we got to bear with me. I'm learning. I'm learning right now as we go. You're just off the 270 and the 70. I've driven right around this wacky part. I've driven all around Denver. I should know it better, but if you guys don't know, Denver's a actual city. It's pretty big, so I have not been everywhere in there, but I've driven past a bunch of times, like a weirdo. And the thing is, I've always told people say that Portland is the sister city to Seattle. I think that's factually incorrect. I think Denver, Colorado is the sister city to Seattle. It is very similar. Very similar vibes. Although you guys do get more snow, I don't think it's necessarily the weather thing. I think that Denver feels a lot like Seattle. Big time. Oh my God, gifted memberships during the stream. Oh my God, witchy cats out there gifting memberships. But yeah, Aqua Rocks Colorado is at 6773 East 50th Street, Unit B. Don't go to Unit A or Unit C. There's a lot of tomfoolery going on in A and C, guys. A little bit of two-hand touch, some weird stuff. Don't get involved. Unit B is where you'd want to be in Commerce City, Colorado. And their zip, you ask? 80022. So hot. Get in there.
Fun. It's a fun one.
I have yet to be there, but I was thinking about going to the aquascaping event off of some credit card airline miles that I've accumulated over the years. I like to use those airline miles for goofy stuff. Somebody was asking a while ago if I was trying to go to the Findig. And Victoria, my spouse, figured out that I wanted to go to the Findig and was like, we should go to that. We should go. And you know what happens when Vicky says we should go to things?
You go.
Jabroni, you remember what happens when Vicky says we should go to things?
You go.
Yeah, we end up going. We end up going. So we're gonna try to go. I have to double check if we can get a temporary apartment there, otherwise known as a hotel room. Because I want to see Gary Lang and Tom Barr. I want to go see those dudes. I don't know who Samantha West is. I've met Alex Williamson. Green Earth Alliance. I don't know who that is or what that is. And I'd like to go meet Ivan, whose last name I have no idea how to say. Their last name. I think it's Ukrainian or something. I don't know. Because the last time I met him, I didn't even have a chance to talk to him. Because it was just, I was like off. I don't know what I was doing. I don't think I was feeling good. It was at somewhere, some convention. And I think I might have had like hard farts or something and didn't even get a chance to say hello. So, the hell, I'm getting a text. What's this text message? Text message coming in hot, folks. Should I? Oh, I could.
Hello?
Yeah, we've got lots of eggs. Oh, you can't even see it on my stupid phone. My stupid phone's too bright. My phone's too bright. I gotta send it to Discord. Let's go. Discord.
I can't see.
We'll
You
send
don't
it
have your video
here.
on
Send.
Okay.
And then I'll show you guys, your internet people, at some point. All you internet people. All right, back to work. Oh, I understand your name is Tommy, and it'll take me a long time to remember that. But back to work. Back to work, Tommy. Get back in there. Get in that grind. Get in that work grind. And sell some
Rocks.
aquascaping shit. Sell it hard. Sell it fast. Sell it robustly. So Jordan, what game are you playing now?
Well, since you asked, I've been looking through all my games that I own that I don't play. We could play the Game of Life on the computer. That's a video game.
The Game of Life?
Yeah.
No. It was horrible as a board game. Don't play it on the computer.
But it's $13.
It's not
Oh.
worth $13.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, we don't need that.
No.
You guys should just get Risk.
Just get
I'm
Risk.
already losing a life. I don't want a game variant thereof.
Oh. So anyhow, the picture that Vicky sent was that we apparently have too many eggs.
Preposterous.
Quiche time.
Make a cake.
Quiche. Bacon, ham, cheese, egg.
Yeah, so we have lots of eggs is basically what's happening. I don't know how I would be able to. I guess I have to like reopen Discord or something. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm not doing it right now. Sorry guys for the internet people. But people on Discord, you guys can check out all them eggs. It's a lot of eggs. Apparently the chickens have decided that it is time to lay eggs again, and boy howdy, they're in full egg production mode out there. It was very weird because we were only getting 2-3 eggs a week over the winter, if that. And there just wasn't really that many eggs because that's what they do in the winter. They're like, yeah, I don't feel like doing that. That sounds weird. The other day, they apparently just started busting eggs like fucking crazy because Olivia came up to me with a giant bucket of eggs and was like, Dad, look at all these eggs. And she was like about to drop it. I had to get those eggs from her. It was a lot of eggs. I was like, holy shit. So we got a lot of eggs again. Don't worry, guys. We're not going to die of, what's that, protein deficiency? What's that called?
Hunger.
I think he's looking for something a little more specific.
Yeah. I'm not a doctor. I don't know.
It's not rickets, that's fruit.
Oh, I guess this generally just happens to kids. So, deaths from protein malnutrition generally happens to kids. I think because adults just start biting things, right?
for
They'll
being
just
where
like
it
see a
was.
chicken
children
and go bite.
Bite things. Children are constantly putting stuff in their mouth that they shouldn't.
Because that's how they taste. That's how they taste, bro.
Me too.
You put
I was
things in your
surprised.
mouth
I was
you shouldn't.
surprised of like why. I was surprised as to like why kids, little infants, put all the stuff in their mouth. That's how they feel. Actually, turns out their
Yeah,
hands,
That makes
their
sense.
hands have like no sensory perception or whatever, but their mouth does. So that's why they stick things in their mouth
Little
so much.
sharks.
I just thought that they were being gross. They're like just busy being grody, you know,
Trying to up their immune system.
getting germs everywhere. Well,
Mhm.
that's a big fallacy that like getting exposed to germs makes your immune system better. It turns out just being healthy and not getting sick is what makes your immune system better.
Right.
Of like if you're not sick, your immune system works better than if you are sick. And if you're like
Who knew?
depleted from being sick, it's not good. Was it Aquaman? Who contacted Tommy? That's what we'll have to figure out. We'll have to figure out who contacted Tommy.
Put them on
Somebody.
blast.
Maybe. You
I
saw.
don't know.
Did you see the reason why he didn't? Why he's not going to change it to U.S. measurements?
Oh, did he say something? I didn't see that.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said
he said
it was too costly to just do it for the U.S. versus international market.
Unfortunately, the cost would be significant due to the rest of the world are using metric. Only U.S. is using inches. Yeah, I mean, I understand that. Like, you'd have to make a modification. The easiest modification that I have there is that I'm going to end up drilling that out, and I'm going to put bulkheads in there, which you could source easily from. Now, I'm not saying where you got your product from or who manufactures your product because I don't know. But generally, somebody overseas is also making bulkheads. So that's what I would do. And the easy way to source that is through this bulkhead right here. I'll have to look it up. White bulkhead, because I looked this up a little while ago. And is it Sea Clear? No, not light. eShops. eShops makes a white bulkhead that is 1 inch, and it's a slip, which I understand. Slip's not great. You probably want the threaded one, but they also make a threaded one. So that's what I would do is use those white eShops bulkheads. That's what I would do. And instead of the current way that it's done now, the way that they have it now, it's glued in. But what I would do is I would just leave the hole open and put a bulkhead in there. That's what I would do. And then you could just source the plumbing parts and put all those in there instead of putting all the vinyl fittings in there. That would be the trade-off. That's what I would do. But, logistics, your logistics are your logistics. Either way, like I said, it's a good product, and I might only be applying to my own use case scenario where I want things to be permanently plumbed in. My systems, I plumb them in with Spaflex and stuff like that, which I know a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just use vinyl, and that's a bummer. But I like to plumb mine in because vinyl's a huge bummer. The stupid vinyl hose, they fall off of stuff. Hose clamps fall off of stuff. Light shines on them. They grow algae inside of it. There's a lot of downside to vinyl hose that they get kinks in them. God, there's just so many. There's so many downsides to the vinyl hose situation. And if anybody has ever worked in an aquarium store or an aquarium warehouse or anything like that has all that vinyl hose everywhere, and 1 or 2 of them fall off every week because you have 500 of them, and there's a big giant flood and you got to clean up the flood, then you start to realize like, oh wow, the downside of those vinyl hoses are so bad. And I've been to lots of people's homes where they've had the vinyl hoses do the exact same thing, where they wear out or they get clogged up and have to service them, and it's a huge bummer. That's a huge bummer because servicing hoses is absolutely the last thing I want to do in the aquarium hobby, right? I'd rather probably do just about anything. Like clean glass is probably better than replacing hoses. Climbing around in the back, get a bunch of cobwebs on you. Pull
Gross.
some, yeah. It's grody. It's grody. That's twice today. We've said grody during the show, and that's good.
Very 80s.
Do you offer shipping on the eggs? No, no. But I do. We do give away a lot of them in the community to the elderly people in our neighborhood, whom shall remain nameless. There are some quite elderly folks who live in the area, and we bring them cartons of eggs. Mainly because if you're about 80 years old right now and you go to the grocery store, you are this close to dying of a seizure or a heart attack or something like that by looking at the prices. Because they go, oh, Lordy, Lordy, sakes alive. Because, a gallon of milk is like $10 and a carton of eggs is $10. I don't know. The prices on things are astronomical, and they start shrieking about back in the 1920s. Eggs were a nickel, and you know how it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I used to get 6,000 eggs for 1 copper penny, and you're like, oh, sweet mother of pearl. Is she going to make it? So we actually just give away our excess eggs to old people, and we don't make pickled eggs. We actually do what's called glassing. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. I wasn't familiar with this until Vicky got us into it, but you basically jar eggs. It's like canning eggs, but it's in a big glass jar, and you put lime in the water, and then you put the eggs in there, and then you just close the lid, and they'll stay fine for like a year, just on the shelf in the dark. And they're just regular eggs. You
Not even cooked.
You don't cook them. You don't boil them. You don't do anything to them. You just put that water and the lime in there. Not lime juice. Lime like the
Mineral.
The mineral, yeah.
Mineral.
You
No
put that in
coconut
there,
involved.
and then you put all the eggs in there, and then you just close the lid, and you slide them back in the cabinet. So we have like 5 those jars. They're really big. They hold like 2 dozen eggs.
Yep.
And those 5 jars with the 2 dozen eggs per each one is enough to last us the whole winter while they stop laying. So once we have those full, then we have excess eggs. Although I will say, when the chickens start producing, I start eating a lot more eggs than I do when they're not producing, because I'm like, oh, damn, there's a lot of eggs here. Guess who's having 6 scrambled eggs for breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
This guy. But then I don't have to have toast. So I think it works out, right? I'm like, I don't need toast. I just had a bowl of eggs. What do they taste like after you do that to them? So the difference with them would be 2 things. The flavor is exactly the same. So that doesn't change. But the shell is not as durable, right? The shell's a little easier to crack. But the thing about the egg on the inside, the membranes are a lot weaker than they are when the egg is fresh, right? So if you want like a stand-up over easy or a sunny side up egg, good fucking luck, bro. But if you're making like scrambled eggs, or you're baking with them, making a cake or anything like that, there's really just no difference. But they do scramble up a lot easier. You don't have to whisk them as much as when they're fresh. So that's the big difference. They're just like, the egg just comes out of there like runnier, I guess, when it's raw. But they cook up just fine, and they taste exactly the same. The thing you need to keep in mind is to not feed a bunch of raw fish to your chickens, because then your eggs taste fishy. That's one piece of information I would like to remind people of. If you have a bunch of excess salmon and you feed that to your chickens, the eggs come out smelling fishy.
I saw something that if you have cats that live around chickens,
Mm-hmm.
the eggs that are laid have like a protein that if you're allergic to cats, they'll like help your immune system.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember reading something about that, and I was like, I should get back to that. And I
Yeah.
don't know that I ever did.
I don't know if you have to like rub a cat all over a chicken or if it's just like in the vicinity.
Or if just
I don't
like
know what you have to do.
or if there's just like a cat around, like harassing the chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
wonder.
probably with the dandruff.
I like the visual of rubbing the cat all over the chicken, though. I would,
Yeah.
I would figure I need to see that.
Make me not sneeze, and you're just rubbing it.
Yeah, you'd need like a really docile cat in order to pull that off.
That would be funny.
Oh yeah, quick reminder, guys. You're supposed to hit the like button. You're supposed to
Already did.
subscribe forever. And you're
Done.
supposed to be a member. You're supposed to be a member, and you're supposed to super chat like $1 billion if you're Jeff Bezos. If you're a regular person, just super chat $1. That's fine. Or just go to Patreon. Okay, any of those things. Or buy a bunch of shit off of Amazon through
And
our
someone
affiliate.
at Jeff Bezos, so he comes in here.
Yeah, where is at Jeff Bezos?
Can we rub a cat all over him? Sorry.
Jeff's a cat.
Like to rub Jeff Bezos all over a chicken and see what my immune. I'm allergic to billionaires.
Yeah, that's the thing. It seals the eggshell. That's what the glassing of the eggs. That's what it does. It seals the eggshell. The one thing that you have to keep in mind, you have to have clean eggs, and you can't wash them ahead of the glassing. So you basically need to maintain the. There's a membrane it's like a film. It's not really a membrane. It's like a film that the chicken naturally produces on the outside of the egg shell when the chicken lays it out. That keeps eggs shelf stable for a long time. That's why, like in England, they just keep their eggs out on the counter. They don't put them in the fridge like we do. There's a whatever that is that's on the eggshell. That's what facilitates the glassing of the eggs. So you need that to be on there. So you need clean eggs. Sometimes our chicken eggs have chicken poops on them, so we have to wash them off. If you wash them, they're not candidates for being glassed.
Okay.
And the eggs that normally get the poop on them are like when we don't realize that the chickens have started laying again, and there's a whole lot of them.
They've hidden them somewhere. You find the surprise nest.
No, we have boxes we have nesting boxes where they lay. We just don't. There's just times like I said, like Olivia with the giant bucket. We didn't realize that they started laying again because we're sort of on the like, well, they start laying a lot in April, right? And I don't know about you guys, but it's still March for us here where I live, and we weren't really expecting them in February to start laying, so they did, and so there was just a whole ton of them in there. And naturally, chickens poop on the ground and they walk around on the ground, so a lot of times they get some poops on their little talon, their little claw feet, and
Raptor claws.
and so when they hop up there to lay another egg, they've got some poops, and so we have to wash that off. But the eggs that have gotten washed off are fine to eat. They're not good for glassing, though.
Just toss them in the fridge.
Oh, my God. We've got member chats. Joel G shouting out after being a member for 27 months. $1 million super chat. Take that right to the bank, baby. We got a membership chat after 16 months. But this is Skogs at the producer level. He's been at the producer level for 16 months, which is factually insane. And I deeply appreciate Skog supporting the channel for as long as he has, especially at the producer level. He's at the $100 a month level, if you guys don't know. And I very much appreciate the support. Says the English are a strange lot, and I will agree with that sentiment wholeheartedly. They are a very strange bunch. And if you've been on TikTok recently, there's a guy who's a Brit who's been coming to America, and he's talking about the differences between the two, and he's very excited about how much he loves America. Probably is just going to leave England, I think, and move here, because he's very excited about the differences of America versus England. But I think he's got rose-colored glasses currently, and doesn't really quite realize exactly some of the things that the Brits are doing much better than we are. But we haven't Brexited either, so, you know, right? Like we don't have health care here. We have to pay out of pocket every month with these crazy rates that some people just come up with off the top of their dome. You know, certain things are worse here for sure, like all of the crazy fees and stuff we have to pay. But we didn't Brexit. We didn't Brexit.
True. Parts of us keep threatening to.
Actually, wait a minute. Did we actually did the real Brexit.
That's true.
We did the real Brexit. We exited Britain. We Brexited. We're the OG Brexiters, right? We were like, no, fuck all this England shit. We're out. Although it wasn't me. I didn't do it. I just was born here.
You didn't ask to be freed from British tyranny?
I didn't ask to be here. Unless somebody knows about some magical pre-life, afterlife, before life. Yeah.
Well,
which is
that's
weird
gonna
because,
be-
you know, it makes you wonder of like, if there was a lineup or something like that before you're born, and they're like sorting people, like the Harry Potter wizard hat thing, the sorting hat, and they're like, "Oh, you be in Gryffindor, you're Slytherin, go to the U.S." You know, like was there a sorting hat that did that, or did I somehow show up early, or did I show up late? I don't know. It's really a question, because like, I figure if I'd showed up early, I probably would have been born in, like, I don't know, Denmark or Switzerland or something, right? So maybe I showed up in the middle. Who knows? It's hard to say.
Surely Slytherin is Russia. Come on. Are we really? All right.
Mother Russia. No, I think Russia's like Hufflepuff. What's the other one?
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw. They might be Ravenclaw. Yeah.
See, I would have guessed us for Ravenclaw.
I think.
But okay. I mean,
I think if I was in the Harry Potter universe, I would probably want to be in the Hufflepuff. They didn't seem like they were super involved in really any of the chaos. They just seemed like they were having a good time. They were like, "Hey, dude, you like wizard parties? Hey, man, we're having fucking wizard parties, dude. We got tea, we got crumpets, we got all the fixins." And I'd be like, "This is my guys over there. They're having ice cream. Fuck yeah, dude, ice cream. Were you guys battling
ice cream festival.
Are you guys battling a giant snake in the wet basement? Fuck, bro. You know they got ice creams up here?" I'd be like, "Shit, I'm gonna do the ice cream thing." They got free ice cream, by the way.
How do you know?
Because they wizard it, dude. They're like, "Oh shit, my wizard wand, I dropped it." They're like, "Oh,
Poof. Free ice cream.
ice creams."
Spell that just picks up and shakes a cow and then freezes it, and it squirts out ice cream instead of milk.
Ice cream. I don't know. What would they say? What would they say? How do you say ice cream in Latin? I don't know.
Ice creamius.
If only we had an internet
Frigidius lactosian. I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go. You ready?
Glaces crepito.
Yes.
Glaces crepito.
Yes.
Glaces crepito.
crepito.
Glaces crepito.
Glacius crepito. You know, and then boom, ice creams. And then you'd be cream jamming, dude. You just be hanging out, cream jamming. What's your favorite ice cream?
Like a vanilla.
Vanilla?
Yeah.
Vanilla's your favorite?
Yeah. I think so.
I mean, I know it's possible. I know
More
it's
like
possible.
cookies and cream.
Cookies
Daiquiri
and cream?
ice or almond fudge. Pralines and cream is a close third.
Pralines and cream.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is chocolate with peanut butter.
I got that all over a Stephen King novel one.
Chocolate ice cream,
Had to replace it.
peanut butter in it. Hopefully it's a dark chocolate too. It better be dark chocolate ice cream. Better not be any of that milk chocolate BS. Brought to you by the United States Slytherin wizarding community. The milk chocolate.
Very good call, Aubrey. Coffee is another good choice.
I like coffee ice cream. I mean, here's the thing. I like ice cream. If you got it, I'm probably in. But if you have like strawberry ice cream, I don't know. I might not.
I don't like Neapolitan. It's always gross.
Yeah.
Well, Neapolitan is here's one of the big issues with Neapolitan. It's always like poor quality ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like it's not so much that Neapolitan as an idea would be bad. I think everybody that produces Neapolitan is like a very low quality producer. I think it's like, you know,
Fair.
like if you're like, oh, I've got some nice chocolate ice cream. I've got some delicious vanilla bean, you know, and fresh strawberries in the vanilla. You know, you'd be like, yeah, I'm into that. I'll eat that. That sounds good. But they're like, this Neapolitan is wrapped in wax paper. And it was produced in 1978, and it's been in a deep freeze. Don't worry about the canola oil content. It's the canola oil content is quite high, but don't worry about it. It's fine. It only causes cancer in 80% of the pigs that we fed it to. So, you know, and you're like, sweet mother of pearl, I shall decline the Neapolitan you're offering me, sir.
Little red dye number 4 and artificial flavors.
It's probably like red dye, the only one that we've managed to like ban. I don't even know if there is one banned in the U.S.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Red
I think it's red
dye banned in. By the time the FDA had to make a decision about whether to permanently approve its use in cosmetics, in 1990, the agency had enough evidence from scientific studies to show that it caused cancer in lab rats. So the FDA then banned red dye number 3. Number three is the banned one. So I would almost say that that Neapolitan ice cream probably has red dye number 3 in it, because it was probably produced before 1990, would be my guess. But it's just so unpopular. They've had it in a deep freeze, and eventually some perverts fall for it. The grocery store asks for some more, and they ship it out. You know.
All right, I have a very important question for you,
What?
Joel. Are you a Peeps person? Yes or no?
Can I what?
Peeps?
Are you a Peeps person? Yes or no?
Am I a Peeps person? What do you mean?
Yes. Do you eat
Like the candy or
I mean, if-
Peeps? The awful marshmallow candy that is the fruit cake of the Easter season.
Okay, first off, I'll eat fruitcake. Fruitcake is pretty good. I don't know why it's got the wrap.
There's
Although
bad
the only
fruitcake out
time
there.
I've had fruitcake that was bad, it had hard candies in it. I don't know, some psycho put hard candies in it, and I was like, "You're out of your damn mind."
Yeah.
But I've had and made fruitcake. Fruitcake's pretty good. I've made Peeps from scratch.
Oh, now that's a different story.
in for catering events. I have done that, and I ate those. I've eaten regular Peeps. I'm not a huge fan of the packaged ones. They just don't taste all that good. But frankly,
Yeah.
it's marshmallow, right? Like that's all it is. And I dig a marshmallow in like the right environment. So here's the reason I bring all that up is that if you take a Peep and you burn it with a torch to caramelize the sugar on the outside of it, it almost has like a creme brulee kind of vibe going on. That's the way to eat Peeps. You got to burn them a bit. You got to hit them with some MAP gas and blast them a little bit and give them a little roasty toasty, and then they're okay. Would I personally purchase them? I don't think so.
You've got a child in the prime Easter candy age, so I was curious.
Yeah,
then
we
I've
try
also
we try to
recently
keep her we try to keep her off the candy. I mean,
That's smart.
she has a bunch of candy. We heavily negotiate whether or not she's going to get some of the candy, to the point she has this big giant jar that's way up on a shelf that has a ton of candy in it. And we have to like throw it away once a year because we're like, how old is that candy? 2 years old? Is that? It's been up there. She doesn't eat or consume a ton of candy. She has eaten a Peep before, and she liked them because she's a child and sugar tastes good, right? So, yeah, I don't know. We have Easter coming up. I think we're going to the same Easter thing we went to last year, which was the weirdest thing about that Easter event that we went to last year. It was put together by a local, I don't know, school, not school, but like the private daycare that she goes to. There's a bunch of locations, and they all combine forces for this one-day Easter egg hunt event, and all of the parents contribute like a dozen or 2 dozen eggs. And when they put them out, there was just thousands and thousands of eggs out at this park. And there was just tons of people just waiting for the Easter egg hunt. And I say hunt, they were just on the ground all around. Like, there's no way you didn't get one. That's how many there were. Like, it just was physically impossible for your kid to get 0. Right. Which is good because little kids they're little kids, right? Anyhow, we're waiting and waiting for the event to go, and then there's so many people there, and they're a big giant swarm, and everybody swarmed for like 5 minutes, and the kids got all the eggs, which is great. All the eggs were picked up, and then here's the really weird dynamic. Everybody just left. All of the parents like drove to the park, got the kids out. We went to the Easter thing. They got all the eggs, which I'm telling you, it took 5, maybe 10 minutes for the kids to scavenge all of those eggs off the ground. And then all the parents were like, okay, now we leave. They all left. I mean, it was literally Olivia and myself and maybe some other people off in the distance because we stayed at the park, like running around at the park.
No
I was like,
socialization. We're just here to get eggs and go.
I guess it was
That's
weird.
weird.
They all left. Even Olivia's friends, they were like, "Oh yeah, we gotta go." I was like, "Where are you go? We're at the park. We're at a park. Like, we're at a park with 5-year-olds. Like, run amok a bit, you know? Like, I don't know. It was very weird." So Olivia and I had a good time because we stayed at the park. We ate some of the candy. We ate some of the candy that we got. And then we went running around, and we had a good time. So, you know, I don't know. That was the weird part. That was very weird.
That was weird.
Hokey Pokey ice cream is the best. I have no idea what Hokey Pokey ice cream is.
It's got to be a New Zealand thing.
To the internet. What is this?
It is New Zealand.
It is New Zealand. It's New Zealand's favorite ice cream flavor. Invented in 1953.
Honeycomb toffee.
It is a signature
toffee.
flavor of ice cream. Our version is made of a special light, crunchy golden toffee made in store, which is probably like the Velvet Crunch, I would guess. Blended through ice cream into a New Zealand style of soft serve. Okay, soft serve, get out of here.
No.
Soft serve's not even ice cream. Not ice cream. Every one of our flavors is made in store to order. We take premium Californian ice cream, our non-dairy ice cream base, and blend it on the spot to create a dessert that is richer and creamier than your traditional soft serve. You guys are bringing in California shit.
Interesting.
How
Honeycomb.
unsustainable.
Yep, it's the honeycomb. It's the it's like the Violet Crunch. It's that honeycomb stuff. I got addicted to the one that's got dark chocolate around it. What is it? What was that? It's not the violent. It's not the violent crumble. Violet crumble dark. Yeah, this stuff is like so good. Oh, hey, if you guys are if you guys go to Amazon, you know what you should do is you should click through these Amazon link and then go buy yourself some candy or whatever. Go there and buy thousands of dollars of stuff, but go there through my link, and then the next thing you know, I'll get a commission off of it. Don't worry. It doesn't change your price. It just means I make money off the thing you're already going to buy at Amazon. Anyhow, that's that Violet Crunch with the dark chocolate around it. I got like totally addicted to those for a little while because I was like, oh my God, this is so delicious. It's that honeycomb. It's that. I don't know how they make that honeycomb shit. I got to figure out how to make it. I'll probably start making it at home.
There you go.
But it is 4:00, my guy, and I gotta go.
You know what that means?
You know what that means? I gotta go. It means I have to go to the store and buy gasoline in my truck, so that tomorrow at 4:00 in the morning I can drive my mom's husband to the airport.
Oof.
And the gas station's not open at 4:00 in the morning tomorrow.
Okay.
And I can hear that it has started pouring down rain, so it's going to be fun to drive over there in the pouring down rain. But we also got to give a big shout out to Witchy Cat for not only calling in today, but also super chatting $100 and gifting 5 new memberships super generously. Skogs super chatted $5. Thank you very much. That's super generous too. And is also a producer on the channel. Yeah. And Jordan, thank you very much for the cool team calling in to be cool. And Great Minds Overthink Alike is an amazing banner. I'm going to figure out where to get that. Can you get that off of Amazon?
I'll find it for you.
All right. Then we'll post it. And then people will go to Amazon and buy shit because Jeff Bezos is getting paid whether you like it or not. Somebody else could get paid also. That would be me. And hopefully you guys like the new intro and outro music. I made that earlier today, so you guys have different intro, outro music. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I don't know, but you liked the like button, and you better become a member if you want more freaking plant videos, you know? I want to make more plant videos. I need your help. I need your help to fund this stupid project I'm trying to do. Is this a stupid project? No, it's great. It's amazing. You love it. It's your favorite thing in the world.